Hey, this is Anthony here yet again with another video. How you doing, YouTube family? I want to be serious right now. I want to take the time out to just talk with you briefly about identity theft protection. I have not only been briefed, but I have been watching, a lot of videos about countless amounts of people that have become victims of identity theft. I mean, it takes 60 seconds for somebody to become a victim of identity theft, and it takes over 600 hours in order for you to get your identity back, which is forever. And the thing is, there's no guarantee that you might get it back. You don't know who did it, you don't know where they did it, and you don't know how they did it, but somehow they tap into your security, your social security number. They have your name, they have your address, they have your bank information, they have your driver's license, they got your child birth certificate, your ID. They have it all. They have everything. Alright, and it is really not a great feeling whatsoever, especially around Christmas time, to become a victim of identity theft. So right now I'm going to play a video. Up at the top it says News 3 Anchor 1 of growing number of identity theft victims. Okay, please guys, pay attention. I'm not doing this for my health, guys. I'm doing this because I care, and there are a lot of people around this time that have become victims of identity theft. So please, pay attention to this video. Please, guys, please.
Protect Yourself Week continues here at WISC. Identity theft is the focus of a series of stories that we're doing. All over the country, more and more people are dealing with the impact of realizing someone else filed taxes in their names, and it's cost taxpayers more than $6 billion.
And one of those impact is someone we all know well, our friend and colleague Susan Simon. Tonight shares her very personal story with News 3 investigative reporter Adam Schrader. Adam.
So Eric and Michelle, Susan describes getting this phone call from her tax preparer as similar to the one that you fear getting from the doctor, where they leave a message saying, "We have a problem. We need you to call us back." Well, since Susan and her husband got that message, their anxiety and stress level has only increased.
What was your first impression of him? Tell me what was going through your mind. Does it feel like a long time?
Susan Simon's known throughout southern Wisconsin for the conversations she's had with those who make a difference in our community.
It's unsettling and it's frightening, honestly.
But the conversation she had recently with her tax preparer is one she never wanted to have.
No, absolutely not. No, because it's a vulnerable feeling.
Like tens of thousands of other Wisconsin residents, Susan went to file her taxes only to find out someone else beat her to the IRS using her social security number.
Everything in your life is tied to this number. You don't realize how many things in your life are tied to this number until someone else gets a hold of it. Everything you attempt to do in your life is tied to your identity. And when someone else has it, it's terrifying.
Until you've experienced it, you have no idea what that anxiety is.
Marshall Meninga says Susan's experience is not unique among his clients.
Probably 30 clients this year in our firm right here alone that has happened to. That's a lot of clients in a small area.
He's been preparing taxes since Richard Nixon was president and says he's never seen a problem like this.
I don't want to scare everybody, but in today's environment of what's happening, I think it's very important to take the steps to protect your social security number and your identity.
Is the sheer kind of not knowing where, how, who, the worst part of all this?
Yeah, I feel like anxiety and uncertainty is toxic.
For now, her family will regularly check its credit, and Susan is speaking out because she knows others won't.
It's not anything you need to feel shame about. It's out of your control. It's not a mistake that you made. It's just the way things are these days.
The journalist, best known for asking the perfect question in her conversations, realizes the one question she and so many others these days just can't answer.
Is this ever going to have a resolution? Or for the rest of our life now, are we going to have a guillotine over our head, watching and wondering what somebody is going to do with our identity? My trust is broken a little bit, which is kind of sad. I'm much more cautious and suspicious and cynical, I think, than I ever was before.
So all week long, we've been asking experts in the field on how you can protect yourself against identity theft. Specifically, here's what you can do to try to protect your tax refund and identity from getting stolen. You're encouraged to file your taxes as early as possible. Beat the thieves to the punch, if you will. Guard your Social Security number as best as you can. Do not give it out unless it's absolutely necessary. And you can request an identity protection PIN number from the IRS. It's a 6-digit number that can be tied directly to your identity. It provides an extra layer of security. Now, even with all of this, though, as Susan and others point out, you cannot be 100% secure these days. We are all a potential victim of identity theft.
Now, Adam, like many folks out there, I had to answer some questions, a little quiz from the State Department of Revenue before I got my refund. Yeah. What about doing something like that for federal returns?
So the IRS has likely paid out right now more than $6 billion in fraudulent refunds this year alone. The agency says it stopped $63 billion in fake claims from going out. That said, if you ask tax preparers, they'll say this problem really exploded when the IRS came under public pressure to get the refunds out as fast as possible with speed. Michelle and Eric, sometimes you lose some control.
What a mess it has become, and it was a mess for Susan. We appreciate her sharing her story with us. Without question. Adam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.